gosh.
What's up, everybody? Sorry we're 23 minutes late. It's all my fault. It's all my fault.
Don't listen to him.
My account settings weren't what they were supposed to be, and it didn't have the place where I could stream live.
Don't listen to him.
Listen to me.
I'm sorry, all of my crash spazzes. I know your time is valuable. We will get there. Please hang in there with me.
Stay on the line.
Kraz, what do you think's the average annual income of a Kraz spaz?
Well, right off the bat, I'm gonna say 92,000 because 92,000 a year, because that's the average income in Singapore, and a lot of the Kraz spazzes live in Singapore.
Damn, is that true?
Yes.
Yeah, you can't spit in Singapore, so watch out. Watch out.
Okay.
You get fined.
About renaming the capital Krasny.
I'm sorry, what's that? They yes, it's in the works.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, it's once again totally my fault. I really biffed the big one. The cast is never ever gonna let me live this down. But we got to go around the horn, checking in with everybody. I'm gonna send it on down to Tim Joyce. Say, hey, Tim Joyce, how are you doing?
I'm doing real well. Cold. I'm excited because there's a bakery a block away from me, and I ordered punchkis for tomorrow morning. I've never done that before. It's apparently one of the best places in the city to get them. So I'm gonna get up at 6:30 and walk over there and pick up my dozen punchkis because that's the only time they had available for me to pick them up.
Oh,
are they pancakes?
They're not pancakes. They're Polish donuts.
Oh.
Tell them how it's spelled. This word punchki.
I believe it's Paczki. Is that correct?
What a
Is that right?
That's such a great spelling.
I'll send you all photos.
It's Pulaski-rific, man.
Jared, I'm gonna pass it off to you. What's going on with you?
Not much. No, I had a good day at work. Pretty quiet. Just took a lot of pictures of stuff. Like we found a really big sump pump that we sold for like $700 a couple months ago, and I found another one. I was like, oh, we gotta sell this one too. So I took some pictures of it, and God, that thing, I looked it up. I didn't look it up, but I was lifting it, and every time I lifted up, I like audibly grunted. I would go like, oh, like I think it was probably like 80 pounds, or I did that with a vise a couple weeks ago. I was lifting it, and then later I looked up to see how much it was, and it was like 110 pounds, and I was like, that's why it was terrible every time I had to lift that thing, because it weighed a lot.
That is a lot.
Yeah.
Right? I'm going to throw it over to TK, Thomas Kelly. Hey, Tommy.
What's up, everybody? Still getting over.
Everybody, Jared.
Yeah.
What's that, Kraz?
Can we get that for everybody?
Yeah, definitely. I'll do it.
Okay. Still getting over the embarrassment and the guilt I have for really picking the show. But yeah, other than that, I think I woke up feeling really tired, and I don't know if I've really been outside very long in like 2 weeks. So, yeah. But I watched The Witness today, and I had a really good time.
That Harrison Ford vehicle from 1982?
Yeah.
Directed by Peter Weir?
I've been watching a lot of Peter Weir movies in quarantine.
What are some other Peter Weir movies?
Dead Poets Society, The Truman Show, Master and Commander.
Mm-hmm.
And where are you at with the Master and Commander movie? Because that's controversial, right? Russell Crowe has gone on Twitter, I read, and he's all like defending that movie is like not boring.
I had a really great time watching it.
Mm-hmm.
I remember thinking it was supposed to be really boring, but I thought it was really fun, and he's really kind of funny in it.
Yeah, there's a great pun in there with him and Paul Bettany.
Yes.
Yeah.
There is. But yeah, it was really fun. That one was fun. But yeah, I can see how people would think it's boring, but I think it's the most accurate adaptation of one of those novels. Like it really feels like a sort of dad movie of like it has like geological functions and also like accurate shipmanship.
So you were saying like it's got accurate bowel movements, like they're actually like.
No, that's not what he said.
Like the bowel movements,
Bowels of the boat.
they actually match the things they ate. So someone like eats this really loose thing and like, man, that really went through me. And someone's like, oh, this, but it's specific to the food. It's very
Yeah.
It's all-
I'm a big fan of that movie now. I think that's great.
yeah, so that's my endorsement of Australian director Peter Weir. And I'm going to kick it over to Tony to say, Tony, how you doing, my man?
Hey, I am good. Oh, thank you. Thanks, Jared. Well, and thank you, Thomas. I'm doing great. Yeah, I'm gonna start making some T-shirts, like about tonight. How we're just never gonna forget how many people were let down by Thomas's error. But we'll be selling those soon for $10 to $15, depending on your size. It's cool.
I'll buy a lot of them because I really owe that to everyone who's disappointed.
Are the more expensive ones the smalls or the extra larges? What's the?
Yeah, my fans shouldn't have to pay.
Well, they do. They will, Kraz. They're gonna pay. This is outside of Spitball, and this is my venture. So, I hope you guys are cool with that.
Side
We've all
hustle.
made our money off
Side
Spitball
hustle.
before.
But in reality, it is cold. This is my first week back in Chicago. I've come into town for a few months to work on Work in Progress Season 2, starring Abby McEnany as Abby McEnany. And
whatever your name is, get ready for the big surprise.
But here, I'll make this brief. Today, I ordered a pizza from Peace Pizza. They do New Haven, Connecticut style pizza, which is like they're cut into like finger sized pieces. Anyway, it's a 3-block walk, and by the time I trudged through the snow and got the pizza, and I walked it back home, the pizza had cooled off already. The piping hot pizza cooled off.
Bad.
I'm hungry.
You haven't had to experience that for a while.
It's true.
Mhm.
Well, I'm gonna kick it down to
What are we having for dinner?
To who?
I'm gonna kick it down to you, Kraz. I say down because the way I'm looking at my Zoom, I'm in the top row, and you're on like Hollywood Squares. You're like Shadow Stevens.
Oh, well, I'm top right now. So I'm like, it couldn't have been me, but it is
Right.
me. I cut my bangs yesterday or the day before. That's why you see my eyebrows. Lene Dooley usually cuts my hair, but
Me
she
too.
hasn't in a year. And so
Me too.
yeah, so just letting it grow and grow and grow. But I do have to cut my bangs. Okay. My daughter like kind of has a boyfriend now. That's all I'm gonna say, and kick it over to Linda.
What the hell is going on?
God, I want to hear more about this boyfriend.
No.
Okay, well, I guess instead of talking about the boyfriend, I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see my screen, but I want to talk about something that happened on Spitballin last week.
Little.
Happened.
What did I do this time?
Oh, you're safe this time, Thomas.
It wasn't you, Thomas. It wasn't you. I'm just going to have you guys watch this little video and watch the end of Tony and my show. And then after our show is over, I want you to see Mike Brunlee's reaction. I want you all to see this. Okay?
Let me talk to your mother.
Is this going to play? Fuck.
Play.
Oh, Maybe it's Clint. Okay.
There we go.
And then Linda, you have a line, but there's nothing.
No,
written after that. Thank
there's
you.
nothing written. Oh my God, that was just god awful.
Was it a yawn?
Yes. You yawned.
It's funny. I thought it was a hell yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was.
Hell yeah.
That's what it looked like.
The whole time I'm thinking that Mike is enjoying our act.
Look at it again. Here it comes.
Tony, this way,
Hold on,
small
let me-
royally fucked.
Oh, let's get it. Here we go.
But editor won't be.
We'll just have to leave it.
Vulnerable.
Pass it on him. Pass it on him.
I wonder why he yawned.
Wow.
That you continue to make these
Oh,
videos.
you know what?
Linda, if it makes you feel any better, I yawned more than just that time in the show.
Okay.
And the truth of the matter is, I for UIC, I have to wake up to go to Morgan Lord's 8 a.m. UIC class so that I can shadow it and then do my own. So I do that, and then I work for 8 hours, and then I do my class, and then I come and do Spitballin. So it's pretty cool that I'm even here.
Come with me if you want to
You know
leave.
what? Don't worry about it, Mike. It just made Tony and I try harder this week.
Good. It was really motivating.
It pushed us.
Wow. Once again, I guess Linda and Tony are proving to be the most vulnerable performers in Spitballin.
What the hell is going on?
Yeah, what the hell is going on?
Wow.
It just gets like ripped away from me every week. Like, and it's so fucking easy for you guys to do.
Yeah, but you two, like, you guys going back and forth, it's like you're each getting more vulnerable. So it's like it's really such a rivalry that I think you're both groups are coming out the better.
Right. It's true.
Yeah, it's like Beatles, Stones. They were actually friends, you know.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm definitely the Rolling Stones. There's no doubt about that.
I'm definitely the Beatles.
Yes.
And I'm the Dave Clark 5.
Yeah.
I'm definitely a Beatle. I can't get that.
Yeah.
Can't sound like them. I bet Jared can.
Are you talking like a Beatle? What do you mean you're talking like Paul? It's sort of a bad impression, but he does it. It's kind of uptalk.
But and you also kind of look like them, so points for that too.
Thank you.
I think I'm supposed to throw this over to someone, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. How about Mike Davenport?
Hey, all right, that's a good one. All right. Woo, rim shot. I don't know if that's safe for the kids saying rim shot. Is that PG-13 enough for you all here? It's Spitballin. Rim shot.
Okay, so far the chat is saying it's okay.
Okay, good. All right, good. Thank you, Linda Orr. It's good to see you all, and I can just feel the eyeballs out there on the YouTube. I mean, the audience. Thank you, and Crassbazzes. I hope you tolerate me because I know I'm not who you're here for. But hey, I'm all right, man. I guess shoot. Pizza was mentioned, and it made me think of you're like Tony. You mentioned New Hampshire,
New Haven.
New Haven style. I don't know what New Hampshire is. New Haven style pizza, and it was like, yeah, I like in my head I was like, yeah, I've been out here in the Bay, and there's San Francisco style, and there's Chicago style. I've eaten the shit out of Chicago style, right? I've had a lot of that, but San Francisco, I haven't had it, and apparently what makes it San Franciscan is sourdough, which whatever. And then
Exactly.
the The other thing I thought about pizza was while in Italy years ago for my honeymoon, we were in Rome and we were leaving Rome. And it was like, get the fuck out of Rome because we had to get to the train to get to Montepulciano. Wait, I think it's, Montepulciano was the next stop. And to hit that train, we didn't want to be late. But before we left Rome for the train, we stopped at a hole-in-the-wall pizza place to get a slice. And I was kind of like, oh, this is going to be shitty Italian pizza. But it ends up being, to this day, the best slice of pizza I've ever had.
Yeah, it makes sense. You got it in Italy.
Yeah.
The shitty Italian pizza.
But you know what I'm saying is that I think I was like sitting down at like a white tablecloth and being like, give me the best pizza you got. Just some hole in the wall. And I was like, well, this is gonna be the shittiest Italian pizza I could get, but it ends up being the best slice I ever had in my life. So that's how I'm doing right now.
Sometimes the best things happen when you least accept it, you know.
All right, and I guess I kick it over to Thomas Kelly. Is that right, or have you talked yet?
Kick it over to Mr. Brunleave.
Brunleave.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, sure.
I rather don't talk about it, okay?
No, I'm doing good. Happy to be here. Long day, but yeah, here. What else to say?
What's that over there? It's the Predator.
Just make yourself laugh, Mike.
Yeah, I just played that Predator clip. It's so funny. And then I made those meatballs again in the Instant Pot. That's my big news.
Oh.
Did you have to restart it, or did it go all the way through?
All right.
Start it. I fucked it up again, but they came out good in the end. But yeah, I need to learn that, figure out how to do that.
I'll take care of it. I'm the kindergarten cop.
Is that on your other variety show, Meatballin?
Yeah, I went into more detail in that show. Yeah. But yeah, that's it for me. So what the hell are we doing tonight, Thomas?
Well, we'll just go ahead and say once again, is so freaking sorry about my big mistake, but
Thank you.
Here to kick off Spitballin number 28. Here at
Wow.
Spitballin, we say Black Lives Matter. We think, that's an important thing to say and to stand for. I was consumed by technical difficulties, but if anybody has anything they'd like to plug, we can have a space for it now.
I'm reading Toni Morrison's Beloved. It's Black History Month. I mean, get out there and read these amazing authors' books. And I'm on page 1.
How are you liking page 1 so far?
Oh, it's great. She I might have to reread what she writes like a lot because it's, I don't know, very poetic, and I feel like I have to stop and think about it a little bit.
Well, very cool. Yes, it's Black History Month, so look for how you can support the Black community this month or educate yourselves, and we have some links below. But now, you know what? The chat is blowing up for the show. They're hungry for it, so we're gonna kick off Spitballin number 28. So let's welcome to the virtual Spitballin stage, Michael Davenport.
Rim shot.
Hey, it's a pleasure to be here at Spitballin again. My name is Michael Davenport, and I'm going to be doing a thing where I'm thinking about what I'm doing with my career. my career as a performer. And I'm just kind of like wondering about like writing sketches. I haven't cracked that nut yet. I haven't gotten big on that. Doing improv, I love it, but I'm not getting big on that either. So it made me think about what would be hot right now, like to get into as a performer, and like take me back when I was a kid. What I was really into when I was watching TV was TV evangelist. Jim and Tammy Faye Bakers. They were such inspirations for me as performers. What they did, they were so great. And like right now, I see that as something that I could really, I think I could do something with that, because I'm looking at the other televangelists these days, and I'm just like thinking to myself, man, they're not what televangelists were when Jim and Tammy Faye Bakers were doing their thing, because they were so sweet, so warm, and they just radiated like just love, and they were all about community, and it was really beautiful. And nowadays televangelists are so just like mean-spirited and so just like get out, the guy that's on the stage like rah, 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 and I really just I don't want to do that, I want to do more of and shit, I didn't want this to happen. So because I gotta get right, because if I'm gonna do this, I gotta that's a position, that's something where you gotta be clean, you gotta be pure to be a televangelist. Spitballin audience and other fellow spitballers, I gotta come clean. I gotta come clean. I don't like this because and Kraz, this is particularly to you. Oh God, oh, here it comes.
God, what?
Oh my, woo. So oh Lord, I'm a sinner. Lord, I've sinned. Oh God. Kraz, last time I was performing, I was talking about how I was doing, how we start our show when we go around the horn and we share about our day and how we're doing in this really difficult time. And I was sharing about how I was having dinner and I was going to have lentil soup, and I was lying, and Kraz, you caught me. You saw it. You saw that I was lying, and I couldn't admit to myself nor to you, and I couldn't be seen as a liar to you all in the audience. I couldn't do that, and so I kept the lie. I couldn't admit that I was going to be having mushroom barley, and oh God, I'm a sinner. I'm a sinner. I've sinned against you. So if you could forgive me for lying to you, and especially your crass bastards out there, I ask for your forgiveness, because I have lied, and if I'm going to be a televangelist, I can't be a sinner. And scene drama.
Wow, Michael Davenport, wonderful job.
Right to the edge, right to the edge.
The first time Kraz and the Kraz Peasants have made it into a major play, to my knowledge.
They were in Glengarry Glen Ross.
Mm-hmm. Which part?
Uncredited.
And this is from the chat. Everyone's pissed, and so as an atonement, I have to read certain things.
Oh no.
I,
God.
Thomas, am a bucket of slime,
Oh.
and being thrown in the garbage or in the toilet is too good for me.
Oh.
I should just be sent one with the type of postage that takes 1 day and straight to hell.
Oh.
So there you go.
Wow.
Well, let me be the first to say I forgive you, Thomas.
Well, thank you. It seems the chat seems like it's a long road to get to redemption.
That one guy that reads people from the dead, or what's that guy?
John
Von
Edwards?
Prague. John Von Prague. That guy, do you guys remember him? He was on Oprah like a long time ago.
Prague?
Maybe it's like Jason Van or John Van Prague or something like that.
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yes, thank you.
I
Jean-Claude Van Damme said that hell is like being in a state where you don't ever forgive yourself. That's hell.
Oh, I know that place.
And then some religious lady was like, "Yeah, that's fucking bullshit."
Wow, they can swear on Oprah?
Oh yeah.
Well, we learned a lot, and now it's time to keep the show rolling along, and not just any type of roll, a drum roll as we what is it? As we welcome Jared Larson to the Virtual Quenchers Spitballin stage.
Hey, Linda, wait. Linda, come back. You said you wanted to talk about something with me.
Hi, Jared.
What did you want to talk about?
I just wanted to remember the time that we hung out in your studio. I think we hung out there 2 times or 3 times.
2 or 3 times, yeah. I rented a big practice space, and you were doing that show with Tracy, and we did a bunch of music for it.
Yeah.
What was the thing? We passed something in the street, and you wanted to get it, and it was really big. It said like "totally" or like something like that.
Stop sign or something. I
Uh,
remember that, and it was like by that. I don't remember what it was, but I do
It's like-
remember the walk.
by like Chicago and California or so, like by
Mhm.
Feed over there.
Mm-hmm. And
Did you have a good time? How was it?
in your studio?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. Because it
Okay.
was fun. Like, it's always fun to be in spaces like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
And then it was just fun, like listening to what you were like creating.
Oh, thanks. It was fun having you there. I think whenever I play too long on my own, I'm always like, wow, I really do need kind of collaboration or
Yeah.
something. You know, and I don't know if you feel the same way or not.
Oh, I totally feel the same way.
Yeah.
100%. It's so nice.
Yeah.
Mhm. I love
I miss having the little space to play like drums live or things a little bit louder. I'm got my setup here, but it's mostly all headphones, which is cool too.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And you got those drums a week ago?
Yeah, I think it's like once you start doing music stuff, it's so related to the technology, and so you're always trying to acquire gear. And I always wanted like an electronic drum set, but I never got one. And I'm always checking Craigslist, and there was one for $100, and I tried to get it, and it sold out really quick. So then I was like, now I really do want one. I found another one for $100. I went to the guy's place, and I was kind of sad because I was like, oh, is he selling his drum set? Like, is he giving up? And he wasn't, because when I walked into his place, he had another one. He had upgraded. So the kind that I have are they're good, but they're not that. It's like the lowest of the low, but they're still pretty good. He'd gotten ones that were like mesh. That's the kind of nicer ones. The heads are a little bit more responsive. They they bounce a little more. It feels more like real drums. But he wasn't quitting. He just upgraded to a set that probably costs like, I don't know, 500 or 800. And this set probably cost him 300. I bought it for 100. He just was like, I didn't want to throw it out. And
Yeah.
after I bought it, I was like, oh, this would be the funniest thing to do for Spitball. And like, I'm already kind of doing the sound effects and everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, I bought it like a week ago and it took me a while to set it up, but hey, Tony, where are you?
Oh,
Come up here with me and Linda.
hey, man.
Tell me more about
Thanks
this.
for. Oh, well, first of all, thanks for inviting me to your studio. This is great.
Of course. So you said only one of the drums survived.
Yes. Yeah, I had a 64 Slingerland, my first drum kit, and I smashed it. I tore the shit out of it because I wanted to be Keith Moon.
Sure, except for the dying part. Well, maybe that too. I don't know.
No, I've outlived that guy, man. He died, I
Hey.
think, at age 30.
Yeah, he did. Weird. Would you rather be Keith Moon than Bonham?
Let's see. Didn't Bonham choked on his vomit, right? That doesn't
Yeah,
interest me.
Like Jim Morrison.
Yeah. Hendrix too, right?
I don't know how Hendrix went. I thought it was just a heroin thing, but
Oh,
On his vomit.
jeez.
Linda says
Hey.
vomit.
He got
I don't throw up that often, but whenever I do, like I'm kind of large and tall, and so whenever I want to get drunk, I have to like make a whole thing. I'm like, I'm gonna get drunk, and I'm like, I really have to work at it, and like, so one time a couple of years ago, I did that. I was like, I'm gonna get drunk, but I also like bought a lot of Gatorade, and someone was like, well, that doesn't really help you get drunk by like hydrating a bunch and well, whatever.
True.
But and the next day I was throwing up a lot, and my partner Jack thought it was funny how she thinks it's funny how loud I throw up. Like when I throw up, it's me
Oh.
like I'm just sort of going like, like I'm like yelling. I'm like trying to get it out, but I'm going like, like she's like, why do you scream when you throw up? I was like, I don't know. I just try to. Oh, but because I'd had so much Gatorade, it was a lot of red Gatorade. The first time I threw up, I was like, oh God, it's blood. I'm fucking internally bleeding, and then I wasn't. It was just all that Gatorade. And my friend who also had that lot to drink that night, the party was at his house. I had left behind a bunch of Gatorade things, and he was like really hungover, and he was like, oh God, because it was like half full, and he was like, I hope this isn't someone's mixed drink, but I really do need some Gatorade right now. And he drank it, and he's like, oh, it's just Gatorade. Good.
Yeah, throw up more demurely.
Right?
I had to throw up into a Gatorade bottle like 3 months ago.
Oh no.
What was this, like a job or what?
Yeah, was this for a show?
No, it was for real life.
Oh,
I drank too much the night before, and I was in a trailer, so like there was no bathroom or anything. Like,
oh.
and I like woke up in the middle of the night and had to vomit, and it was just like, what can I vomit into, right? Like, because I'm never gonna make it outside, and I was like Gatorade bottle, so I like vomited in the Gatorade bottle.
Oh,
So delicately, and like didn't want any of it to seep out, and then I like screwed it together, and then I just put it down, and then later in the night I had to vomit into it again.
oh,
God.
Oh, God. Oh.
I was like, oh no, and I opened the bottle.
Oh.
It was just horrifying.
You probably threw up 3 times because of that second time.
I know.
That's exponential.
Yeah, man.
Tim, you around?
I am.
Hey, come on, hang out with us. What's your story about your? What was your first thing? Guitar? What was your first kind of instrument or thing you got?
I think when I was a kid, I played piano when I was a kid, but when I went to college, I ended up with a roommate who had like the coolest stuff before I even realized it was the coolest stuff. He had like a late '60s Fender Jaguar and an Ampeg amp and a Echoplex recorder and like all the stuff that right now I would like kill to get my hands on, but it's completely not affordable. So I spent like a year just fooling around on all this amazing stuff, and you know, he had the best music collection. You know, I had come from sort of my, you know, like kind of preppy high school, and then, you know, started sorting through Pavement records and like, you know, Cocteau Twins records and all of this amazing stuff, and just soaked all of this stuff in, and it sort of, that 1 year musically turned me into the musician I am today, which is kind of a lazy, you know, jack of all trades sort of musician, but I'm completely fine with that.
Yeah,
I mean, what else is there to be other than a lazy jack of all trades, right? I mean,
that's the way I feel about it.
Hey, you can make your own record. You can do everything. That's the nice part about that.
I don't know how I decided on it, but I really wanted a drum set, and we found a snare drum there's a big garage sale where I grew up in Syracuse, and we found a snare drum that like had a stand and a case. Still have the snare drum, and my dad asked around. My dad worked at Sears, and he asked one of his coworkers if they had a drum set. And the guy was like, "Yeah, I have a drum set. I can sell it to you." And it was like everything but the snare drum, so it was kind of perfect. So we went over to this guy's place, and my dad can talk to anyone forever because he just can talk, and I think I've inherited that too. I think the guy wanted 300, and my dad spent like an hour talking to him about other things and talking him down to like 250. But it was like weird because this guy had like his bigger drum set that he had moved on to, like had more toms and was newer, and you know, the one we were buying was kind of off in the corner. But also in the corner of the room was this poster. It was like just a page from some pornography magazine of a woman with very large breasts, like the implants that are like insane, where it's like it's a performance art, like this is your life until you get rid of it. And you know, my dad is very religious, but he you know, I thought he was going to flip out and go, "We have to go" or something, but he never mentioned it at all. So I'm just sitting there, and he's talking to this guy about anything and everything, and I'm just trying to like stay there, and then occasionally look over at this thing and be like, look at those breasts, that's insane, how does this person live? Which, you know, saying it now, I'm like, well, is that a weird body shaming thing, or is that bad? Like, does that not protect sex workers? Be like, yeah, you can have breasts of any size if you want, they can be small, they can be huge. But I still do wonder, like, it's such a visible thing, like how do you I mean, that's the whole thing. Be like, if you work in porn, what do you tell your family? And it's like, porn is the thing, you know, it's okay, it'll be fine. But yeah, so he bought that drum set for me, and I was gonna pay him back like very slowly at the time because I was in 6th grade, so it would take me a long time to get, you know, $250 together. And then my sister got an electric guitar, and my mom paid for all of it. And so when that happened, my dad like said, okay, well, I'm just gonna buy you this. And so then he slowly paid me back all the money I'd been paying him, which is just the funniest. Like, I don't know. There's something really funny about that. He's like, okay,
amazing.
I'll give you $20 this week and $20 next week. And so, you know, I'm sure he had it, but it was just
right.
Like, yeah.
Principle.
That's funny, man.
Oh.
Yeah. But that was I mean, you know, and then it's just the sickness you have of like acquiring gear. Tim,
That is the
especially,
worst.
I mean, what you were posting about was it a Celeste, or like looking at those, was that what you were looking at? Or the really expensive kind of Bell keyboard thingies? Was it a Celeste?
Yeah. I mean, it's
Celesta?
Yeah, exactly. That's one of those. I work at the Old Town School of Folk Music in Chicago, and it's the worst. It's the best, but it's the worst because I feel like I should just sign my check over to the school every
right.
week.
Right.
Just because it's just about acquiring cool stuff. It's like, oh, that sound would be amazing. That sound would be amazing, and you don't use it.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not playing a Celeste every day, you
Right.
know, or whatever, or anything. But I just love having all of that stuff.
Is there anybody who's looking for a piece of gear? Like, is there a piece of gear you're really fawning over or thinking about right now? Tony, Tim, Linda, or anyone else in the thing he wants to pop up?
Yeah, I want to get a bass.
Yeah.
But I don't know what I want to get. I just know I
Mhm.
want to get one. I know what size I want it to be. I know how heavy I want it to be. That's all I know.
Cool. You want to get like a new one, or you want to go on Craigslist? What do you feel
No,
like?
I want to get a used one for sure.
Cool.
But-
Reverb's popular.
What?
There's a site called reverb.com. It's like the eBay of specifically only used musical instruments.
Mm-hmm.
Got
I
good
can
stuff.
vouch for it.
Yeah. What have you been acquiring lately, Tony?
It's been a while since the quarantine. I haven't splurged on. Here, I'll show you this guitar. It's the one guitar I brought with me.
Oh yeah, when you're traveling.
Yeah, but it's based on it's based on that Ampeg bass. It's got the F holes that are cut out of it
Ooh.
on either side. It's made by a company called Eastwood, so they do like reissue kind of stuff. But yeah, I also got like a reissue 68. So my latest acquisition was an Eastwood. Yamaha made this guitar in the late 60s called like the Flying Banana. And Eastwood did a reissue of it because, you know, the originals go for whatever, $8,000 or whatever. And this costs like $600-700. So, and it sounds great, you know, and like, anyway, yeah, it's yellow and it's funny shaped. I like offset guitars.
That's great.
Cool. What size sticks do you play?
What size sticks? Oh, are they 7A or 7AN? I really like the nylon
jazz
tips. I guess I do kind of like a jazz. I mean, I know the stuff I was playing was kind of
double strokes. I play 7As too. I get it. You can whip around.
Yeah, right. Oh, Tony, I hope we can, when quarantine ends, we can like just meet up. Do you have a whole situation where you are in LA to play music?
No, it'd be like an hourly situation.
Got it. Cool.
Yeah.
I hope we can figure something out. Also, I feel like I've gone way over my time, whatever that number is. So I'm going to end it here. And really, I just wanted to tell that story about my dad and those breasts. Yeah, that's my thing. And now we're back to regular spitballing. Thank you for joining me, Linda, Tony, and Tim.
That was fun.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
Jared Larson with Linda, Tony, and Tim.
Woo!
Their instruments. Wonderful. Yeah, very fun to hear y'all's journey with instruments.
Thank
I
you.
loved hearing you play while you talked, Jared. It was really hypnotic and cool.
It was great.
Oh, thanks so much.
Yeah, that was really cool.
Real quick before we get on with the show, I've got to atone some more from the chat. If you indulge me, I'm almost through it. They're almost ready to forgive me. I'm a disgusting pig. All the pigs look at me and they laugh. Oh, actually, that's it. I finished.
Oh,
You're toned. Whoa, cool.
yeah, I heard that thing.
I've atoned. Did you guys hear the bell?
I
I
heard
heard
Yeah.
the tone bell.
Yeah. So that's good. Woof.
it's good.
Now we can
Back.
really.
You're back, baby.
I'm back, ready to kind of do my thing.
You can really
Yeah,
say some
remember-
shit now, really. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. Unforgiveness is hell. So I'm glad you forgave yourself. So what's that mean? You're in heaven.
Kevin.
And just like Kevin, we're gonna kick it over to Linda and Tony.
Oh, all right.
Go. God.
Hi, Linda.
Hey, Tony.
How's it going?
I'm pretty good. You know how Mike's doing. You know. Sure.
Hey, before we start, I wanted to just remind everyone that you can get your Thomas Kelly is a pig t-shirts. They're going quick. Get them while you can. $15 and $10. Also, Thomas Kelly is slime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to get the 10. Yeah. There's a $15 one and a $10 one, but you want to get the $10 one because they're exactly the same as the $15.
Yeah. Yeah. So make sure you get the $15 one because it's exactly like the $10 one.
Exactly.
I changed into a costume for this, but my microphone keeps blocking it.
Oh, let me see your costume.
Well, I put a tie on.
Oh, wow, you look amazing.
Because this takes place in the workplace. Tonight's scene takes place in the workplace.
Tonight's scene takes place at the workplace.
Well, should we jump into it or what? Are we?
Yeah, I just need a second to get into character.
Okay, yeah.
I got
Sure.
out of character because of Bjork. You know.
Oh, yeah. No, she's a character cleanser.
And
oh, by the way, can I mention, like, if you do want to watch a movie where someone takes a poop, I believe it's a blaxploitation film. They call it the original blaxploitation film, Sweet Sweetback's Badass Song. There's definitely a scene in there where his dad or somebody, his uncle or something, takes a poop.
You know what, Tony? This is the exact kind of banter that makes Mike Brunley yawn.
I don't know. That sounded like just enthusiasm and just, I thought I was at a Notre Dame game.
Okay. Okay, here we go. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm ready to go whenever you're ready to go.
No, I'm not ready to go. Okay. Okay, get into character. I hope I get there. Okay.
So we're good.
Oh, yeah, you set it up.
Should we set it up a little bit? Okay, this is something, I don't know if you remember this, Linda Bohr used to keep this blog called Iris Cutter, or that was the character's name, and it's still out there, right, Linda?
Still out there. Secret of my success.wordpress.com.
And it was some of the funniest stuff I've ever read. It's kind of part of the reason why, like, we do things together is because I saw her on Steve Gadlin's Star Makers doing stand-up comedy. And then
he was like, I'm in. Whatever that girl's
called Iris Cutter, or that was the character. What's happening?
I need to watch that.
It's really good. Okay, I'm here. I heard myself from 10 seconds ago in my ears. However, so this is a scene based on that blog called Iris Cutter, and I believe are you going to read the stage directions and all that?
Stage directions. So
all right.
What's going on.
And here's a scene from the upcoming hit show To Be Determined.
Okay. Iris Cutter, early 40s, never been married. And Eric Mulovitz, mid 30s, clueless, are coworkers at a production company, Chicagoland Televised TV. Iris recently acquired the receptionist position through a connection that her mother, a very untalented actress in Chicago, got for her. Iris spends most Iris spends most of her days dreaming about being a successful entrepreneur, living off the riches of her #1 hit product, Espresso, a sticker designed to adhere to your favorite coffee shop coffee cup. Then immediately be posted onto social media. Eric is the dutiful accountant at this production company. Eric is quiet but interesting, fascinated with those that do not fit the mold of normal. Iris and Eric are conversing at their desks via Zoom. Did you see all that COVID stuff that they put on my desk?
Yeah. They want to make sure, that everyone in the office knows all the COVID rules,
Right, but it's like totally destroying all the class and style I've brought into the office. It's like totally taken over. I mean, what am I doing up here? I'm letting everyone know that this production company means quality artistic integrity because of the outfits I wear. And now it looks like the goddamn rec center because of all the COVID pamphlets that are put up. I mean, there's no way anybody's going to see me past those pamphlets. You know what I mean? And
yeah.
you know what else? You know what I discovered this weekend?
No, what?
I discovered that it takes me 2 days to do my hair, or like at least a day and a half or something like that. And now no one's ever going to see it because the COVID signs are in front of me.
Wow. I really like your hair.
Thank you.
I like the way it always looks like so, groovy and far out.
Well, you know what? It's like more business-like than groovy. Like if you research the history of powerful women's hair, you would know that there's never supposed to be even one hair out of place. That's why queens and princesses wore wigs, because they didn't have hairspray back then.
Huh. I really love your take on the world. It's really out there and nutty, and you're like a rainbow. You know what I mean? You're just like a very original person.
Anyway, I feel like I've been demoted by pamphlets, like, why don't I just wear a pair of sweatpants to the office,
No, definitely don't do that.
Yeah, but like, could you even imagine? An improperly dressed receptionist can have negative, far-reaching effects on a company, which a company that produces television should know and appreciate,
Okay. I mean, that's the thing, people don't get like the way you dress. They think it's weird, but I think it's really cool.
Anyway, I have to go. Okay. So
okay, well, maybe we can like hang out tomorrow. Or
Iris turns off Eric's camera and begins recording her daily Zoom diary. 2 weeks ago, I missed a whole week of work because I called in and told my boss that I had a fever and so I better stay home because of COVID. And I didn't want to go in. And then it was really cool because I had to quarantine even though I never had a fever. But when I got back to work, there was a little plastic flower pot. I'm going to start this over. I'm sorry. Okay. 2 weeks ago, I missed a whole week of work because I called in. And I told my boss that I had a fever and so I better stay home because of COVID. So, I mean, I said that just because I didn't want to go in. But then I also had to quarantine because, like, even though I didn't have a fever, I got to stay home extra days. So anyway, the point is I was out of the office for a while. And when I got back to work, there was like this little plastic flower pot and it was like holding a sign and it said, "Get well soon." And I fear that it was Eric that put this plastic flower pot on my desk. And I would hate for him to have a crush on me because I could never go out with him. He has like these scrawny little fingers and I detest having to see. Anyway, I threw the little trinket away, and if anyone ever asks me about it, I'm just that the COVID people probably threw it away because it wasn't sanitary. Iris stops recording and moves the Zoom file to a folder named Iris Cutter's Daily Success Diary. All right, Tony, come back up here.
Here I am.
Scene.
And scene.
Oh, I feel like I did terrible. I got lost.
You got
really
lost in your long monologue. So you wrote yourself a 3/4 of a page monologue.
No, I got lost. I was so nervous. I felt like I was in my head the whole time. You know what I mean?
Well, the good news here, I actually think this would be funny in the show, is if, because she's recording a Zoom diary, right? Of course she's gonna fuck it up. So we put in all the takes in the show. You get to see her, you know. I mean, I know the comeback kind of did that, but this is kind of, you know, we like the comeback.
We love the comeback. Yeah. I mean, if I could do something that was as good as the comeback, I would fucking lose.
Did you guys, did you all Spitballers, did you watch that show? Lisa Kudrow, The Comeback, 2 seasons, 2005 and 2015?
Yeah, for sure.
A little bit. It looked really good. I didn't finish it though.
So good.
Oh, you got to finish it, man.
So good.
I
Guys,
think it's one of my favorite TV shows ever. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, like, the comeback got me through cancer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't know how many other people know. Like, I fucking watched the comeback every single night, episode after episode.
No way.
And there's only 20 of them, right?
Yeah. But they were like, and I was
Yeah.
like staying up until 5 a.m. watching that shit. And I was so sad. Like, I was like, you know, so out of my mind sad that whole time. And I just like fucking binge watched that show over and over and over. Like, so Lisa Kudrow saved my life.
Oh.
There you go. You heard it here first. At Lisa Kudrow. Lifesaver.
Uh-huh.
And we're not talking the candy.
No, we're
I don't
not.
know.
Candy was the friend that went topless, right? Or that was Dee Dee or something.
Oh, in Palm Springs, the Palm Springs episode.
He was like, and I will not get cancer because of you, Polly G. I won't.
I mean, we're talking about this show. It's the best show ever. You got to see it. If you haven't watched it, they're half-hour episodes. It takes place in 2005, and then 10 years later they come back, and it's fucking so good.
It's just as good when they come back. When they come back, and they'll.
I can't believe we're still on. What's going on?
This reality TV show, though, that she's filming.
Wow, Linda and Tony. You know, it's a gift and a curse. You guys are so vulnerable that we don't know when you're performing and when you're not performing.
No, we had nothing prepared after scene. We started talking. Thank you, though. It's fun. This show's so fun.
You know what I mean?
I'd never heard about that show before.
Comeback.
Yeah, it's not. It didn't get like ever. There's no promotion on it, but I stumbled upon it with HBO one night and was like, "Oh my god, this is just so funny."
It's so funny.
I heard Lisa talking to Conan about it, and I watched the first episode, and I wasn't hooked. And then I think we lost HBO.
Oh,
but I have it. I have it now. I have it now.
So you found it.
Go check it out, man.
Well, thank you guys. Wonderful job. Nice to get a peek into that blogger's life. Thank you so much.
That's good stuff. That Iris Cutter stuff's good.
Oh, yeah.
I'll nail it the next time.
Yeah.
I was on an email thread with Lisa Kudrow one time
Really?
about coming to do Spitballin.
Oh my God, that's so great.
Wow.
You should email her and tell her about tonight's show.
I will.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you should reply back to her and say like, yeah, come do the show.
Do it. Do it.
Yeah, why haven't you responded to her? You
Wait.
did.
No one knows David Schwimmer. Wasn't he like his roommate or something? Noah Gregoropoulos?
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah.
So he could get Kudrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go that route.
Okay, let's all try to email someone famous. So in 2 weeks we'll have a star.
Who do you think I'm going to be emailing?
Yourself?
Matt Berry.
Do you guys know
I
how
think
much?
somebody lost a bet.
Do you know how much money I just fucking got flushed down the toilet, Linda?
Hey, Kraz, have you heard about Toast of Tinseltown?
Oh,
Toast of Hollywood. I mean, basically same thing, but I know that they episodes are being written, but it's not being shot here. It's being shot over there.
Oh, no kidding. Oh,
No kidding.
I was excited for you.
When it comes to Matt Berry, I don't kid around.
Well, I think Mike had to go because he had to sell his computer because he lost the Matt Berry bet.
I'm gonna fucking kill
Oh no!
Oh.
$50,000, right?
Listen.
I don't have that
How about
money.
if
What
you
am I
got
gonna
another? Anyway, okay. Never mind.
Well, I think Mike's got some rage to get out. But while he's doing that, let's welcome to
$50,000.
let's welcome to the virtual Spitballin stage, Rebecca Krasny.
Here I am again. Well, I find myself sometimes in these awful spots. But it's also my favorite spot to be right here talking with you all. Not having prepared anything. And it's thrilling and scary. And makes me oh so merry. Hello, Crasbazzes. I know, yes, I'm sure some of you are creaming your sweats right now. Mike Brunlabe, I'm sorry you lost the bet. If you're out there.
Yeah.
I honestly have not listened to his music in almost 2 weeks. And that's, if I can make you feel any better, we were almost there, bud.
Do you think if Linda hadn't brought it up, that you would have made it through the show?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Oh,
yeah, I mean, she shouldn't have said that, and I hope she regrets it.
I definitely regret it.
And
I'll never
we
forgive
were
myself.
so close.
I'll never forgive myself, but I do want that $50,000.
Easy Street.
Easy Street. Easy Street. That's where I'm going. I played Hannigan in Annie my senior year of high school. And that was the most success I've had in all of my life. You know why? It's because I felt great about it. Senior in high school, I thought I was the hottest shit. I thought I was some pretty hot shit. Speaking of hot shit, literal hot shit. There was a guy in high school whose breath smelled so bad that I started calling him hot shit. Like, no. Before you feel bad about this, fucking guy who needs to take care of himself.
Oh.
That was a sting. That was a sting, and I'm going there because I can right now. Okay, this is a safe space for me. That doesn't, whatever I say here, Crash Passes, isn't what I necessarily think off stage. Okay.
Unleash the beast.
Okay, but his breath smelled like hot shit. And I started calling him hot shit, and my best friends in high school, we all called him hot shit.
Oh.
He never knew. He never knew. It's 100 years later. He still doesn't know. Oops, we're on YouTube.
Oh no.
But I don't think the name stuck. So it's probably one of those things where he'd be like, I don't remember you calling me hot shit. And then I'd be like, oh, you don't? Never mind then. That way I don't have to apologize for being an asshole.
Right.
Like I said, my thoughts here right now do not reflect Rebecca Leah Krasny's thoughts. Okay, Krasbazes. I truly do feel bad for calling that boy hot shit when his mouth smelled like hot shit.
I think the Crash Passes understand.
Okay, so I can move on and play Matt Berry's song. Okay, good.
Jesus.
Can you hear it?
A little bit.
Louder. Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Howard, did you think I could tell? Do you think it could tell? After a whole night of hell, it could be June who could tell. I lie awake, I'm on my deathbed, in a heap of cookies and ice cream. Did you think I would tell? Did you think I would tell? Like fire and wind and rain and sun. Oh no, I feel like too much. He doesn't know how much it moves me. He doesn't know how much I can butcher his songs. He doesn't know how much it inspires me. He doesn't know. It's him on the cover of the Small Hours album from 2016, produced by Acid Jazz. Gone for Good is my favorite song on this album. And he's looking at me And he doesn't know. He has no idea. No idea about what it is. He doesn't. It would be, I mean, okay, for real, Raz's, my real thoughts, Rebecca Lair Krasny's thoughts are like, I think it would be really cool to just like listen to records together and like have a sandwich and like he gives me like a tour of his like studio like and really that's it. If there's like a if I could, no, never mind. Okay, I'm back. I just want to, if he and I could just go swimming in a river, a warm one, if there is anywhere, maybe in like Arizona in the summer, if he could come and we could go swimming in the river together, I mean, that would be cool. And that's it. I mean, I'm not looking for sex with Matt Berry. I'm just not. Now, this is the real Rebecca Lair Krasny speaking here. I mean, can you imagine? He's been with tons of women. He's 46 years old and has been a successful actor and musician in the UK for many years. Why? When he was working at the London Dungeon, it was like a long time ago before his like any TV jobs, he had his shift. So if he's somebody that's gonna have sex at work, I am not having sex with him. That's just one reason. That's my number one reason. Well, first of all, the very first reason is that I'm married and I like to have sex with Charlie McCracken. There, I said it, but I know that all of you have been waiting to hear that since you've and so that's for real the first reason, but and then the second reason is that yeah, he had sex in the London dungeons. Let's make that reason number 2. Reason number 3, you know, I'm really just attracted to like what he can do in bed. No, what he can do musically and you know, and performing. So I just, it's been a real distraction. I can't believe he's taking up, I mean, I'm sorry, Mike. 50 thou?
It's done.
50 thou? I mean, that was just stupid. I'm sorry.
It's done.
Yeah, I'm glad.
Yeah,
I'm dead.
you know, because Rebecca, it sounds like you're moving on, and Mike, you owe me $50,000 now.
How do I get Mike to owe me $50,000?
Well, we can make a new bet. You can make a new bet with you and him, and like, I bet if I'm gonna, mention Matt Berry, or not, well, whatever.
Ah.
How about if you don't mention Matt Berry for the rest of tonight, then it's double or nothing with Linda
So I get
and Michael.
All right.
Okay, I want to stick with you owing me $50,000.
Okay.
Okay, because
Whatever that you want to with Davenport.
I'm in, man. I want that double or nothing Sunday, man.
All right.
music that he likes and doesn't care about like if it's going to be popular or not. And I like that. I mean, there are so many people like that, but like I don't know why it had to be him. He has been such a big distraction in my life, and I guess distractions are helpful at times when things are going crazy. So it's just really, really weird. I've never been this obsessed with somebody I didn't know personally. Not that I'm obsessed with anyone that I know personally. It's just weird. Where am I?
Huh.
Where am I right now? Where do I want to be? Where do I want to go? Where do I want to go? Where do I want to go? I'd like to travel the world and then stay at people's houses for many nights. I'd love to travel the world, just not now. I've never been to Europe or Asia. I've never been to Australia or Antarctica. I would bring all the clothes that was necessary so that me and my friends can have a great time in Germany. I make myself want to throw up at the things I say to you, and then I shut up. I try my best. I'm just all the time. I wasn't thinking that when I came here. I don't know. I don't know what's happening right now. I feel like I don't have anything to say. For real. And I guess that makes me sad because like, I don't know. I feel afraid. Afraid of not having anything to say. Wowzers, big wowzers. I'm all dry roasted peanuts. Just dry. I'm all dried up. Oh, yay, yay. Sometimes I don't have what to say. And I go to sleep, and then I lay awake. Can't jump into any old lake because it's dry. Dry roasted peanuts. Hey, hey. I mean, I don't want to. I mean, this is going to sound awful, but I don't want to waste anyone's time because we have to keep on moving because I mean, a lot of time was lost earlier in the show. I didn't want to bring it up, but
Sorry again.
so I'm done.
Woo! Yay!
Rebecca's Krasny is brought to you by Chino's East, the only pizza place in Chino.
Wonderful job. Thank you so much, Kraz, for, doing the best you that you can do.
Thanks.
And I don't
Love
know.
dry roasted peanuts.
I did too.
Yeah, that was something. It was just sitting here because Charlie eats some while he's at work.
Love you,
and I
love
also-
you, Kraz.
Thank God for that, because otherwise.
We love you, Kraz.
Oh, we love you too.
And okay, I put a little quiz in the chat to see who won the most vulnerable performer tonight, and 66% to 34%. Linda and Tony won again.
I don't know about that. I don't know if I can accept that award. I felt that Kraz really put herself out tonight. And
How many votes was it, Thomas?
Yeah, everyone, like there was like 88,000 of the 90 that are watching. So
Do you know, were any of them bots that Linda and Tony hired, or were they all real authenticated people?
I'll run an algorithm in it to see if they're bots.
don't use any algorithms. They can give you a virus.
Okay, yeah. Well, I don't want to get a virus.
Yeah, don't get viruses.
I mean, I'm kind of disappointed in my fans, to tell you the truth.
You've got the most dedicated fans. One Kraz spaz is worth 5 normal fans.
They're singing your praises in Singapore.
In Krasny, Singapore.
Well, next time, in 2 weeks, we'll have another poll to see who will get the most vulnerable performer. And yeah, who knows? Who knows what will happen?
And just so everybody knows, like, I'm not even trying that hard.
I want to win it.
But
I want to win it.
So Iris Cutter of you.
I want to win it.
Well, you'll have your chance coming up because we're gonna do some improv.
Sand is up next.
Yeah, so Sand, please welcome coming up to the virtual Spitballin stage, Sand.
yeah.
Wow, this better be vulnerable.
Okay, so Jared, could you or did you give? How about Michael? Michael, can we get a suggestion of anything at all, please?
Transport.
Transport. Thank you.
mean, I'll ride the bus if there's no other option. If there's no other option, I'll take the bus, but I would really rather get a ride. I came down here with all my stuff, all my models, all my toys, and to be honest, I got humiliated. You humiliated me. And I think the least you could do is give me a ride. You think you can manage that? I came down here with 3 suitcases full of models and toys. And you humiliated me. We'd been talking on the phone for months and months. And I thought that we had a real connection. And then the moment I lean in to kiss you, you tell me I have the wrong idea, and you laughed in my face and you poured spaghetti sauce on me. And I'm embarrassed. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. Maybe I'll take the city bus to the Greyhound, or maybe I'll just take it. I don't know. I'll just ride it and see where I end up.
Well, Grisham, we can't thank you enough for coming down here. We know that you're a busy man, and we just appreciate you just kind of giving a little bit of time for us, you know. But as we said on the phone, we're kind of we're not doing great with sales, and we need a bunch of ideas for either superheroes or supervillains that will connect with, like, just
And
what people want to see right now.
And I gave you a whole sheet of those.
Yeah, but I just wanted like, we wanted you to come down, and we got the whole board in the room. We liked your ideas. We just want to hear more about them.
Oh, okay. I thought you were dismissing me.
No, we're excited to have you here.
Oh God. Okay, sorry. I thought you said sales were down, and so you were dismissing me.
Well, yeah, our sales of our comics have just been, you know, the big boys. We can't compete with Marvel and DC. You know, they got the big budgets, and so we want to beat them with creativity, and we think you're the guy.
So you need me.
Yeah.
Oh, good. You need me. I thought you were letting me go, but you need me in what I do.
We need you. You're so important to us. Will you
All right.
come and talk to the board and explain some of the best characters that you came up with, heroes, villains?
Yeah, did you tell them yet about Cookman?
Not yet. They've just seen the list of the names, and we thought
Okay.
you'd be able to hit the home runs with them.
Yeah, do you want me to do it right now?
Yeah, okay. We can bring you in.
Yeah.
Do you need anything? Do you need like a sandwich or some water or something?
Can I lay down for a little bit?
Sure. Yeah.
Do you have a place where I could lay down?
How the whole? I guess I want to say yes, but the whole board is here. Could you lay down after, or?
You're right. I'll do the meeting first, and I can lay down after.
Oh, you can lay down.
No, it's okay. I'll just lay down when I get back to my hotel. You did get a hotel for me, didn't you?
One sec. We gotta get.
Oh my God, he didn't get me a hotel. Are you kidding me?
Make it a nice one. Get him a nice hotel.
Are you fucking kidding me? He didn't get me a hotel. What the hell did he think I was gonna sleep on the street?
No, he can't stay at that one. You got to get him a nicer hotel.
This better be a 5-star accommodation.
How many stars is that one? That's too few stars. You gotta go up. You gotta find.
What was he thinking?
You gotta
Did he
give him
think
the.
I was gonna sleep in a barn?
These ideas are too good. We can't lose these ideas.
Did he think I was gonna sleep in an apple orchard?
Okay, okay, that should work.
Did he think I was gonna sleep in a ranch?
Okay, you have a room, an open room. We didn't set an end date at the Emperor Suite at the Ultimate Luxury Hotel.
The Alt Lux.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, so we got your hotel. You can lay down there afterwards. Let's just
He
you
got
ready?
me a room. He
Huh?
got me. He got me a room. He does want me here. Sorry? What'd you say? Oh, okay. Now, thank you guys for bringing me in here. I've got a couple ideas I'd like to pitch. I've obviously done my research and read, all of the series and comics that you have out right now. So most of my work is in response to that. My first character I'd like to present to you. Excuse me. My first character I'd like to present to you guys is called Cookman, or he's called Cookman or the Chef. And the way he works is he can he can make food. He has a sort of a move he does where he says, "Clap, clap, kitchenette. This is all the food you get." And when he says that rhyme, sorry. When he says that rhyme, he can make any food appear that he wants, and the food can be of any size. So the way that he might solve a problem in the world might be maybe he if there's a bank robbery, maybe he makes a really big croissant and the robbers get wrapped up in it. And maybe and then the other character I made is called he's called the criminal or the robber. And he has no powers beyond his ability, his sort of natural resourcefulness. He's he's poor. He's cash poor. He doesn't have much. He's never had much. He hasn't had many breaks.
Grisham, where the hell have you been?
Well, I was at work.
It's been 2 weeks and no one's been here to feed me.
Marcia didn't come?
Marcia didn't come. I tried to use the phone, but it was slippery. It kept falling out of my hands.
Dad, Marcia didn't come once?
No.
So what have you eaten in 2 weeks?
I didn't eat anything the first week, and then
Oh, Papa.
I started eating the pillows off the couch in the second week.
Oh, Papa, no.
I started putting the toothpaste on the magazines and I would eat that.
No, Papa, why didn't you eat the rice that is in the fridge?
I tried. It was too hard.
Oh, Papa, no, come here. Come here.
Clap, clap,
Papa.
kitchenette, this is all the food you get. Clap, clap, kitchenette, this is all the food you get.
I was so hungry, Grisham. Why did you leave me?
I got called into the city to make a presentation to the board of Viper Comics.
That's great. You love that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's my dream, Papa.
You left me, though. I was so hungry.
Well, I asked Marcia to come. She was supposed to cook you dinner and then leave breakfast out for you.
She didn't come. Where are you going now? You're so far away, I can't see you.
I've got a date. Somebody that I met in the city. I'm supposed to go over to her house for dinner.
Okay.
But tell you what, I'll bring something back.
Please. And
Okay.
I'll try to eat the rice. I'm out of pillows. I'm out of toothpaste. I'm out of magazines. I'm out of blankets. I'm out of everything that I've been eating.
Well, Dad, don't worry. I'm gonna bring some food back with me. Okay?
Okay.
Whatever she makes, I'll ask her if I can take a little bit home.
Okay. Hi.
Hey.
Are you Grisham?
Yeah.
Of course you are. I saw you right away. Guy here.
Oh, man.
Did you bring all your toys and models?
You're very beautiful.
Yeah, thank you. Did you bring all your toys and models?
You're so beautiful. You must be rated R.
Maybe you'll find out later. Did you bring your toys and models?
You're really getting me going.
What are you doing?
Huh?
Why are you touching my hips?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
What do you think this is?
No. I'm so. Did I?
Excuse me, can I have that bowl of spaghetti?
Oh, bother. Oh, bother.
I don't care if you're the biggest comic book genius in the world. We've just met. And I don't want to be treated that way.
You.
What?
Well, I thought that's what you wanted.
Maybe you thought that because that's what you wanted.
I think a lot of people would be on my side.
Well, you can hang out with those people, honey, and we can just call it a night.
I think there are a lot of other people who would have been confused too.
Really?
I bet this sort of thing happens to you a lot.
What does that mean?
Well, I bet that you give people signals and then they get confused.
Because I'm an attractive woman, I give signals that I want to have sex with someone right away. I want someone to walk right in and start grabbing my hips.
Well, I said that you were good enough to, you were so hot, you were rated R. And you said maybe you'll find out.
Well, that was before you started touching me. I thought it was fun, but you crossed the line, buddy.
I've been tricked. I've been tricked. You tricked me. I'm an innocent man and you tricked me. You did. You did. I'm innocent. I really am. I really am innocent, and you fucking tricked me. Damn you. Damn you. I was just being innocent and honest. I was sharing my feelings, being innocent and honest about how I felt. I did nothing but the simple things. I did only the simplest things, honestly. I treated you like a queen. I was honest with you about my feelings, and this is what you do to me. I treated you with dignity and honesty and respect and goodwill. And this is what you do to me, an honest guy. I try for once to go out on a limb and share how I feel about someone, and this is what happens. I get honestly ripped off. I feel like I feel like you ripped me off.
You got a screw loose, buddy. Something's wrong. Something's wrong in your brain.
Oh, yeah? This is all the food you get. This is all the food you get. Can you wake me up when we get to Milwaukee, please? Thank you. The bus is pretty full. Should I just find a seat wherever I can fight for one, or do you mind asking someone to scoot over? I see there's quite a few people who are sitting in the aisle seat and the window seat's open. I feel a little strange about asking. Would you mind asking for me? Excuse me, sir, would you mind moving over so I can sit down?
Hell no.
Okay. Excuse me, ma'am. I don't see any other open seats. Would you mind scooting over so I could sit down?
I want to sit on the aisle. If you want to sit next to me, you have to climb your skinny butt over me.
Fuck you. Excuse me, little kid. Do you mind if I sneak past you and just get to the window there?
Okay, sure.
Thanks. All right. What a bust. What a bust of a trip. Total fucking waste of time and money. got jerked around by a dishonest person. That's my story. Got jerked around by somebody who's dishonest with me. And that's what I'm going to tell people.
What happened?
Oh, just I made a presentation for the board of directors of this comic book company, and then went on a date with one of the members of the board afterwards, and got tricked and humiliated.
I'm sorry, that sucks.
Thanks, buddy. Do you like comics?
Yeah.
Do you ever read Viceroy?
Yeah, that's my favorite.
Oh, that's my character, my design.
Cool. I like his hat.
Yeah, it's based off of the French Revolution.
That's cool.
What they wore in the French Revolution. Do you want me to sign your T-shirt?
Sure. Is what you're saying true? Are all women bad?
No. Just there's a lot more good guys than there are good women in the world. Not all women are bad. Some are honest, but almost all men are good, and that's why it's hard for a lot of good guys to find a partner.
Yeah. You're my hero, and I'm gonna listen to everything you say.
Okay, good. Do you mind if I sleep on your shoulder, little guy? I'm pretty wiped out.
Okay. You smell like spaghetti.
I know.
And that's our show.
Good show, guys. Good show.
Thank you. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Tim. Well, thank you guys. That was a wonderful show we had.
Thank you.
Oh, I
guys.
agree. Thank you.
Good.
We did it.
I barely deserved that. I almost crashed it, but we rallied and had a good time.
Yeah.
Thomas, it's still snowing. It's been snowing the whole show, and it's still snowing.
Oh, wow.
You know, when it first starts snowing, it's cute. And now, not so cute anymore.
Yeah. Remember
But
Chewbacca mom? Everyone loved her, and then she did one post too many. World hated her.
Yeah.
Today's snow brought to you by Sierra Mist. Find your mist in Sierra. Snow.
In Ruben Sierra from the California Angels.
Traded to the Texas Rangers.
I think.
Jose Canseco.
Yeah, you're right. It was the Texas Rangers.
Well, wonderful show. Is that the end, Michael, or is there any other?
Oh, I can see you real quick. Maggie?
Well, while we're checking on if we have our
say DJ.
I think no DJ. I think she's in. I think Nina woke up, so I think she's in there.
I have to go anyway, y'all. But I love you guys, and thanks for doing this show.
Love you, Krasy.
Oh, wonderful job, Kraz. Wonderful job, Tim Joyce, Linda
Tim
Orr,
Joyce.
that was, Michael Davenport, Jared Larson, and Mike Brunlieb. And I was your host, Thomas Kelly.
What a host. Great job, everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Bye bye.
29.